Hey guys, Christian here. Welcome back to another video. So I finally decided to listen to you guys. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about, or maybe you do because of the title of this video, but either way, let me show you what I mean. I'm sure by now most of you guys are familiar with this car. This is my BMW E93 335i, and I spent most of 2019 pretty much customizing it from exterior to interior and even engine modifications. As you can see here, the front end got quite the transformation. All it took was changing out the headlights for some custom ones by Bay Optics, swapping out the chrome kidney grills for these black ones, polishing the fog lights to look brand new, painting the mesh grill black instead of the gray outdated color I used to have, and adding this M Sport lip. The car was also lowered by BC coilovers. I added VMR wheels with these Falken Azenis tires. Deleted the chrome trim here with this glossy black vinyl wrap. Did a few things to the interior as well. I added this custom steering wheel from Auto Wheel. And I went ahead and wrapped the wood trim with this carbon fiber wrap, which I know a lot of you guys will find ricey, but honestly, I don't care. As you can see, I wrapped all the trim with this pattern. And of course, the biggest eye popper here is that this car used to be BMW Jet Black, and I went ahead and wrapped it with this silver titanium. God, I forgot the name already. Matte iced silver titanium. That's the color of this wrap. I know it's such a long name, but I ended up falling in love with this wrap. It completely transformed the car and made it my own. It stands out when I drive. I know a lot of people were upset when I changed the color from black to this, but hey, I wouldn't have it any other way. But then we move on to the rear. Okay, it might be a little too dark. Let me move the car forward real quick. All right, so back to the rear of the 335i. I get countless comments, DMs, messages from every social media platform telling me that I need to update the back because it just doesn't flow with the rest of the car. It looks outdated, it looks old, and it doesn't really look too sporty. And to be really honest, I've always agreed with you guys. I always felt like the rear needed to be tweaked in some kind of way because it did look outdated and not really too sporty. But see, the problem is that I wanted to go a little extreme and change out the rear bumper for an M Sport one. And then once I do that, I'm gonna want like a diffuser for it, a carbon fiber one, and I just couldn't justify spending the money for that. But see, now I kind of came up with a solution where I can transform the back slightly without breaking the bank and doing all of it on a budget. And these are the mods that I ended up buying to transform the rear. So let me go ahead and show you exactly what I got. Okay, so the first modification. Exhaust tips. These are really nice. They look even better in person. I got these exhaust tips from a company called Valvetronic. If you guys have been following my channel for a while in my 335i build, you would know that I installed a Valvetronic exhaust system onto my 335i, and it sounds really good. It pretty much gives you the best of both worlds. It's quiet when you want it to be, and when you want it to sound like a straight pipe, then you can do that as well. And the best part about the exhaust is that all you need is this remote right here, and you can control whether you want it to be silent or loud. But anyways, yeah, these are the stock exhaust tips. I'm sure I can clean these up and try to polish them and stuff, but it still has like this flat color to it. I don't know, it just doesn't look as good as something like this. Now this is really gonna pop. I mean, just look at the difference side by side. This is gonna look really good, it's gonna pop, and it's definitely gonna captivate some attention. It's definitely gonna add to the sportiness of the rear end. Huge thanks to Valvetronic for sending these tips out so I can install on my car. It took me about a month to decide which tips I wanted from them because they have so many to choose from, which is good because that means that they have something for everybody. Whether it's for the E-Series BMW or the F-Series, they have plenty of exhaust tips to choose from. Okay, so moving on to the next modification. Oh, whoops, wrong video. Okay, moving on. That's right, boys. You know what this is. I got these at a really good deal thanks to Noor Hamadi. I think I said his name correctly. If you guys love BMWs, I'm sure you guys probably already watch his channel. Damn, Noor, you really need to work on your damn packaging. This is, I'm surprised he's even made it in one piece. You gotta add some cushioning, some styrofoam, something to protect these taillights, because you know these delivery guys, they just throw everything around. Yeah, bro. Yep. And that's exactly what happened. It's cracked. Definitely not the best way to start this video. Let me see the conditions on these. These actually look pretty good. No rattling. And yeah, you can hear these. There's definitely pieces inside. Well, that's heartbreaking. I finally got LCI taillights, and this is what happened. All right, well, let me open up the other package. I'm sure these are the center lens that go closer to the license plate. Let's see, well, I mean, these look like they're in pretty good shape. I mean, at least these had like a bubble protection within the envelope itself. Yeah. Noor Hamadi. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta package this correctly, and you gotta add fragile to the packaging, which they would do for you at USPS. I think I'm gonna go ahead and still install these taillights so I can at least finish the video and somewhat show you guys a before and after. I mean, I'm not gonna scrap the video idea, so yeah, it happens. All right, so this is what I'm gonna end up doing in the video. I'm gonna install this one, the passenger side taillight, along with this one as well. And then this one is good, so I can keep it, but I'm gonna have to get a new one of the driver's side. If any of you guys know of a car that's being parted out with LCI taillights for the E93, it has to be the E93 because it's slightly different. Let me know, message me on Instagram or comment on here or whatever it is, so I can buy that, because this is honestly all I need. Everything else is good, it's just this one got ruined. All right, painfully moving on to the next modification. I'm sure this one's gonna be intact. All right, here it is. You guys know what this is? It's a little small lip for the trunk. I mean, I think it was much needed. The top of the trunk definitely looks a little naked. If this was a stock 335i, then honestly, you could probably get away with it. But with the setup I have going on, it looks like it needs something, because it honestly takes away from the sportiness of the entire car. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Much better. Should I leave that black, or should I get it wrapped the same color? I think I'm gonna go ahead and head over to Guardian Wraps and get it wrapped. I think it's gonna look better. Even though the black kind of fits the overall theme of the car with black accents and the silver titanium wrap. I'll get it wrapped, screw it. And by the way, guys, there's no shade being thrown at Noor Hamadi. That guy's a good guy. He just made a mistake by not packaging the taillights very well. And I also made a mistake as well, because he sent them over like 2 months ago, and I never really opened the package to inspect it until today when I had to film the video. And he had put insurance on the package, but now it's probably past the grace period, so I'm not gonna be able to get any money back for this. So it's just a hit I'm gonna have to take. I still love that guy. He makes killer content. He saves BMWs. Really, really good content. So yeah, there's no drama going on over here, so don't try to stir anything up. All right, so we're gonna install these mods in this specific order. We're gonna do the taillights last because they're not really complete. So we'll leave that for last. I'm gonna go ahead and install the tips first, since that's gonna be the easiest thing to do. And then once I get this wrapped, then I'll install the lip onto the trunk. This video might take 2 days to do it, because I'm not sure if T from Guardian Wraps is gonna be available today. Okay, so I was looking at the stock exhaust tips, and we might have a little bit of an issue. The driver's side one is not too much of an issue, because if you watch the Valvetronic video, when I got the exhaust, it came included with a tip, which I just slid right over the pipe and it locked in place, so I can release that one. The issue is that this tip right here on the passenger side is welded on, which is not an issue because I can cut the pipe. I have the tools for that. But I would also have to weld this exhaust tip on there. I don't have a welder, and two, I don't know how to weld. So I'm gonna probably contact the guys at PSI and see if they have time, so they can install this exhaust tip for me. All right, so the guys at PSI said they have a little bit of time so they can install the exhaust tips. So I'm gonna head there right now. Okay guys, so slight change of plans. Instead of going to PSI first to get the exhaust tips installed, I decided to stop our Guardian Wraps first, so we can get the trunk lip wrapped and possibly the taillights as well. And then after that, I'll go to PSI and get the exhaust tips installed.
Oh, this looks sweet. Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh, to Harris, I want you to see something. Look, finally got LCI taillights, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's vented too.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yep.
Supposed to keep the condensation out, or
Exactly.
what? Or actually keep it in? Yeah, but this one is a cute little spoiler. I didn't want anything crazy. I don't need no extra big wing or anything like that. Just something to not make it look naked. What do you think?
Make a good mustache.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's try it.
Reverse mustache.
This is so stupid. I don't know how difficult that is. It looks super difficult to wrap, but at the same time, it's you we're talking about, and you can do anything.
Oh my god.
Oh, it got nicked, didn't it?
No.
Oh, we got sandpaper, right?
That's just a casting.
Oh, okay, it's the same on that side too?
Yeah, see?
Oh, okay.
Just from the mold. That's okay.
Yeah, cheap mold, because it was a cheap lip. I think it was only like 40 bucks.
Oh.
I mean, this is a video on budget. Check out this Ford F-150, guys. This was done here by these guys at Guardian Wraps, and I'm telling you, it looks good. The combination of this dark, what is it, like a satin black or a matte?
It's matte gunmetal gray.
Matte god damn it. Okay, so matte gunmetal gray is the color of this, like a metallic color. And then you got the perfect contrast to go with it, which is the red and black. And of course, the theme continues here with the wheels. And I don't know, man, this setup looks super aggressive, really, really nice. Small details here, like the Ford symbol. I know some of you guys might not be a fan of this right here. Maybe leave that how it's supposed to be with blue, but it looks pretty sleek and it blends in with the theme of the car. I'm sure most of you guys are already familiar with Guardian Wraps. If you guys watched the video where I wrapped my 335i, these guys are the real deal here. T's really good at wrapping cars, and even if you didn't want to wrap the whole car because it was probably because maybe it's out of your budget or something like that, you can always come to get, let's say, like the chrome section of the trims deleted. You can get emblems or the roof wrapped or stuff like that. You don't have to necessarily wrap the entire car to customize it to make it your own. You can always just wrap little small things, which is the emblems, the trims. I've seen them even wrap the inside of engine bays, so yeah, the possibilities are endless. So we were just talking about which color we should wrap the lip, and having a hard choice. I'm thinking to go with the same color that the car's wrapped, but it can also look good in gloss black. We're just gonna do it in this color, and then if we change our mind, we'll just bug T some more. Yeah, right, he ain't gonna open the doors for me no more. What do you think, bro?
I think it'll look good like this.
Alright.
Permanently.
Alright, so we're gonna give that a shot. Screw it. Ooh, okay, see? You see? I didn't have that feeling when I first put it on without the wrapped. If that makes any sense.
Without the wrapped?
Without it being wrapped, okay? Yeah, I think it looks better that way. Because I tried it out earlier. I just kind of put it on top to see what it looks like. It looked good, but I didn't get that tingly sensation that I get right now. You know?
Well.
No?
Yep.
Okay. Because if you look at it from like an angle,
well, you just keep that tingly sensation.
Listen, if you look at that, if you look at it from an angle, the contrast actually makes it look darker. Yeah, it makes it look darker. So it's a little bit of both.
Does a little bit.
I really don't think the LCI taillights are gonna look good. Being this bright red, they definitely would look a lot better if they're smoked. I think I'm so used to these that I like this because they complement the wrap much better. Plus, I kind of have that theme around the car with the side markers, the side reflector, and the front of the car.
Let me see. 3M.
Oh, 3M or M3?
No, there's this, like, if you order wings from, like, China, they'll say just M on it.
This is M33.
Oh.
You're shitting me.
M33.
Is that what it says? Oh M33, you're right. But it's not real 3M. I got played. I mean, for a $40 trunk lip, what do you expect? Listen, cheap sometimes is not necessarily bad.
No, I mean, for this wing, 40 bucks,
you can't beat it.
No.
Well, you know what's funny is that the front lip of my car, I think that's the one that I get the most inquiries about. Where do you get it? Where do you get it? Where do you get it? That was literally a $60 lip. All right, guys, look at it. All complete. Looks really good. I'm actually happy that I went with the wrap color versus the black, because if you look at it from angles, it has this contrasty look, so it kind of looks kind of dark anyways. It definitely flows better, and it looks like the rear looks a little more aggressive since it's a little taller. It kind of blends in perfectly. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but I like it. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the tail lights. Well, only the passenger side tail lights, because that one is in one piece. The driver's side one is cracked, so we're not gonna do that, but at least we'll install this side so I can show you guys the difference between both sides. And yeah. All right, so quick change of plans again. It's been a crazy day, but I just left Guardian Wraps. I'm gonna finish up the taillights later on, but right now I got a phone call on a really good deal on a BMW car that I really want, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy it. So I'm gonna go take a look at it now. Obviously, I'm not gonna include that in this video. That's for a future video. So if you wanna see that, make sure to subscribe with notifications on so you're notified when that video goes live. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that, and then I'll fast forward to the part when I come back to Guardian Wraps to finish the taillights. All right, so now I'm back at Guardian Wraps. There's T again right there. I just finished purchasing a new car, and if you guys want to see that, remember you need to subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss out on that video.
Oh, there we are.
Okay, so we are done, and like I was telling T, when the lights are not lit up, they look identical to the non-LCI tail lights. But once I install them, I'm gonna get back to the garage, and once I get to the garage, maybe tomorrow morning, I'll install them, and then I'll show you what they look like with the lights on. And since the driver side lights are still installed, the non-LCI ones, you would be able to see an automatic difference between the two. So yeah. Any words, bro?
Nope.
Appreciate it.
They're pretty.
Yeah, it looks really pretty.
Yeah.
Oh no, very pretty, very shiny as well. You guys do a really good job here. Appreciate it, man.
Occasionally.
So I was telling T that I might want to go ahead and review this. This is a beast. It might not look like much, but this is fully built. It's running like 400, yeah. So 400 to the wheel.
Yeah.
400 to the wheel and 400 torque.
Yeah.
On a car that weighs what, like less than 2,000 pounds?
1,500 pounds.
1,500 pounds. This is a rocket ship. I could only imagine. It probably takes off like a go-kart times like a million.
It moves.
Yeah, so if you guys want to see content on this, I don't know if the owner's gonna let me take this for a spin, but if he does, we can make content on this and I can show you guys exactly what it's capable of. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below if that's something you guys would want to see. I mean, it sounds scary, but really freaking cool at the same time. All right, guys, so it's the next day and I'm here at PSI with homeboy Ali. We got these exhaust tips that we're about to install. I was supposed to do all of this yesterday, including the lights and the lip for the trunk, but what ended up happening was that really sweet deal on the car that I ended up buying. So here we are today. We're gonna finish this up and then I'll show you guys the before and after. So Ali was just telling me that he got rid of my Christmas tree lights. I'm sure you didn't get rid of the seatbelt one though. That one does not want to. Oh! Thank you, sir.
Some of them might come back, but we'll get rid of it.
The engine light's definitely coming back like 5 minutes into the drive.
Yeah, but we'll get rid of it.
So yeah, that engine light is going to continue to come on because I have misfires because of the spark plugs. But like I told some of you guys, so I think I told most of you guys, I'm looking to upgrade the turbos really soon. So that's why I've been stretching out, having to replace the coils and the spark plugs. So anyways, at least it looks clean now for the time being. Okay, so this one comes off. There's I think
it just slips out.
Yeah, but not that easy. There's like a little thing here, I guess, that locks it in place a little bit, but it slips right out. And then this one needs to be cut. I hope this just snaps right back in place.
Right. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. So there was a weld.
Yeah, I literally cut the weld on the inside.
That's okay. So for you guys that want to try to do this at home, it is welded in there. So you don't have to cut on this side. You can actually, well, yeah, closer to the edge, right? Closer to the edge.
Precision.
Precision. You want to get like the very small, like maybe an inch out of the edge. That's where you want to start cutting. He told me it just slips on. What the hell?
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to weld this one instead. Yep. Measure once, cut 10 times. Is that the same?
Okay. I thought it was you measure 10 times then cut once.
Yeah, same thing.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you get pretty close. This is why I like this lens for that reason. All right, so we got the tips installed, guys. They look pretty good. Interesting thing is that the symbol for Valvetronic Designs up here is supposed to be like the same color as the tip, like the silverish color, because of the reflection. It actually looks like it's the same color of the wrap, and it actually matches. Looks really good. Very ideal for sure. I'm not a big fan of the whole tip sticking out and stuff like that, so I told the guys here to just put it kind of flush, I guess, in a way, and I prefer it that way. I mean, just it's just personal taste, and some people like it sticking out like you do, right, Zach? Yeah,
big old hot boy tips.
Hot boy tips. But there you go. Yeah, I think they look pretty good. Let me know what you guys think. Comment section below. I'm happy with them. Definitely look better than the stock ones. The stock ones were pretty bad, and they needed to be replaced for sure. All right, guys, so now that the exhaust tips are installed, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just install the LCI taillights right now to the passenger side. I'd rather just do that now and just kind of get it over with, and then I'll show you guys the difference between, I guess, the non-LCI side and the LCI side. Doesn't really zoom that much, but
Let's zoom into your face real quick. Yeah.
you know what? There's a bonus. These LCI taillights came with bolts, so now I got extra bolts.
Ooh, new hardware. Sexy.
Look, take a look at this. If you look at both of them, there's really like zero difference unless they're on.
Yeah, until you turn it on.
Yeah, which we're gonna be able to tell since we're leaving this side intact OEM. So these non-LCI ones have a much bigger female input here, and then, oh, actually I can't really show you this one, but it's a much smaller connector. It's probably like half the size.
Yeah.
Meaning that this connector here, show this part. Meaning that this connector is actually not gonna fit in there, which is why you need the harness. I ended up buying this harness from ECS Tuning. I think it was like 80 bucks, but if you were to buy this from like the dealer, you would probably pay double or triple the price. So ECS Tuning for the win. And take a look at this. Oh, double packaging, baby. This is how you're supposed to package the tail lights properly. All right. All right.
This is 4?
I guess the little ones.
Oh, yeah.
So there you go. This is what I'm talking about. It's a much smaller connector. Let's take a look. Can't really see anything back here. Okay, so there you go. So it goes from the big connector. Can you see that part there? So this connects right here to this connector right here. Oh, wow. Or the other way. Boom, there you go. And that converts it to a smaller one, which that's the one that the LCI one uses. That connects to the back of it, and boom, that's it. Plug and play. You don't have to do anything crazy, and you're supposed to get a more modern look now.
We'll see about that. I'll believe it when I see it.
Let's go ahead and do this one's up here. But I did hear and I read somewhere that it still might need to be coated because these are LED taillights.
Yeah, they throw a fault.
Yeah, just like the headlights. Remember, I had to bring them here to get them coated. There you go. So this guy's trying to take over for me since I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Oh, because it came pre-installed. Yep. That's it. Look at that, silly of me. See, this is the same one from the older one. Oh yeah, it's gonna need to be coated. That was freaking flashing.
I got a fault.
You got a fault?
Yep, I got a fault for
So, yeah,
So they have to be coated.
I think so. I think we should remove the tint.
so I can at least see a difference. Okay, so I went ahead and installed the driver's side LCI taillights. These are the broken ones, but I wanted to see what they look like on the car without them being smoked. And I actually, weird enough, I actually like the look. I thought I liked the smoke look a lot better, but I actually like it this way better. So I might end up removing the tint off of these right here, just so they can look like this. Let me go ahead and turn on the taillights to see if I can get these to work, because these LCI taillights on this side, on the passenger side, do not want to work, and I'm thinking it's because they need to be coated or they got damaged while they were being shipped. So let me go ahead and turn on the lights. Yeah, so just like this side, see those little flashing lights in there? Just like this side, it only lights up in the inner portion right here, but the outer ones do not light up, and I'm guessing that has to be a coating thing. These guys here, they normally have somebody that can code this for me, but since it's a weekend, that person is not here, so I won't be able to do that today. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and remove the wrap off those taillights because it looks much better this way. And the reason I think it looks pretty good is because if you see the edges of the LCI taillights, it's like darker, and I guess that kind of goes with the theme of the car. And then the red just kind of pops, right? It gets your attention, and I'm sure it would look much better if these were lit up, but I have no other way to light them up at the moment unless I wanted to compromise them and possibly even mess them up. So yeah. All right guys, 2 days later, we finally installed all 3 modifications: the trunk lip, the LCI taillights, and the Valvetronic exhaust on the 335i. So now it's time to show you guys a small cinematic sequence. Huge things happening with the 335i this upcoming week, and you do not want to miss that, guys. So make sure to subscribe with notifications on. That way you're alerted when that video does end up coming out. I'm going to be installing the biggest modification to date on this car, and it's going to be really good. I know a lot of you guys already know what that is, but yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Till next time.